Hey there, and welcome! So today, we're going to talk about a place you visit every single second, your own mind. And we're going to unlock its secrets with this really cool, simple idea. Just imagine your mind is a castle.
Okay, let's just dive right in. You know that feeling when you wish for something really, really hard and then it happens? Or you're thinking about a friend and then your phone rings and it's them. It almost feels like your thoughts have this little spark of magic to them. Well, according to the source material for this explainer, there's a really deep reason for that, and it's all about how the secret parts of your mind actually work.
All right, first up, let's start this journey inward. We're going to explore this idea that the you that you think you know, the one you see in the mirror, well, that's just the cover of a much, much bigger book.
So here's a wild idea from our source material. You're not just one person. It's more like you're a whole team, right? With all these different parts working together behind the scenes. And this is where it gets really fun. To make this super easy, just imagine your mind is this giant, magical castle. The part of you that walks and talks, the you that's listening to me right now, that's kind of like the person standing at the front gate. But inside? Whoa. Inside, it's a whole different world.
And that is what we call the subconscious mind. And look, it's not some weird, spooky thing. In our castle story, it's just all the parts you don't normally see. The busy kitchens, the grand halls, the treasure vaults. I mean, they're all there, doing their thing, even when you're just thinking about what you want for lunch.
Okay, so we've got our castle. Let's, peek behind the curtain a bit. We're going to explore the hidden levels inside and see just how deep this thing really goes. So, get this. The source material says there are actually 18 secret levels inside you. 18. That's like a castle with 18 floors, and each one gets deeper and more powerful the further down you go. That's a lot of secret rooms to explore. Now, to make this easy, let's just group all 18 of those levels into 3 big steps. First up, you've got the courtyard. That's your everyday self, busy with life. Go a little deeper, and bam, you're in the magical halls. This is where your energy and deeper feelings are. And if you go all the way, right to the very center, you find the throne room.
And this is the most important room in the whole castle. This is where, according to the source, your truest, purest, most powerful self lives. This is the real you. The ruler of the whole kingdom.
Okay, so if there's a ruler in there, how do we talk to them? How do we send a message? And this is where it gets really, really cool. Let's figure out how wishing actually works. Think about it like this. Every single time you have a strong thought or a really deep wish, it's not just a daydream. You are basically writing a message, sealing it up, and sending it by secret messenger from the courtyard down all those hidden passages right to the doors of the throne room. And here's the kicker. That ruler, your true self, gets that message. And because that ruler has power over your entire life, it starts pulling the strings to make that wish come true. But, it's not always that simple, is it? I mean, we all have those not-so-great thoughts, right? Well, the source explains this by saying the ruler doesn't act alone. No, they've got 2 advisors whispering in their ear. So on one side, you've got the good advisor. This one is always nudging you to send good messages to the throne room. Helpful stuff, kind stuff. But then on the other side, you've got the bad advisor, who's always trying to trick you into sending selfish or angry messages. And they're both always there, trying to get your attention. Okay, so this brings up a huge question, right? How do we make sure we're listening to the good advisor more than the bad one? How do we power up our mind and keep our castle bright and clean? Yeah, how do we pump up the volume on that good advisor's voice so our wishes are clear and powerful and good for everyone? Well, the source has a really clear answer. The answer is one simple word: merit. Just think of it like pure, bright fuel for your castle. And you make this fuel every time you do something good, helping someone out, saying a kind word, being generous. And that good energy, it doesn't just vanish. Nope. It flows right back into your castle and powers it up. So what does this merit fuel actually do? Oh, it does some amazing things. For starters, it cleans and brightens your whole castle, getting all the dust out of the corners. It makes your good wishes super powerful. It kind of turns down the volume on the bad advisor's voice so you can barely hear him. And maybe most important of all, it clears the path to the throne room, making your connection to your true self stronger than ever. So, where does all of this lead? It all comes down to one final, super powerful idea. This is really the whole point. It's about who you are and the power you hold. Just let that sink in for a second. You're not just some guest hanging out in the castle. You're not a servant. You are the ruler of this incredible, magical castle that is your mind. You get to decide who you listen to. You get to decide what kind of fuel you fill it with.
The source really says it best. Whatever you truly decide, so it will be. That focused thought, that deep decision, that's the royal decree for your entire life.
So, as you go about your day-to-day, just remember that castle inside you. Remember who's sitting on the throne. You have the keys. The power to build your world is yours. So the only question left is, what will you build today?